welcome back to Hermitcraft. Alright, starting out today again, figured I'd stop in here and check out the shop. I need to get a few more of these in here, but I don't suppose it's critical. Let's see, doing okay here. Nothing new there. Need to restock that, although that takes a while. Yeah. No sale on the beef yet. And I'm actually starting to acquire some of these materials as well. I've been doing a lot more mining recently. And that's the subject of what I want to do right now. I need to get a hold of another pickaxe or two. At least one. So let's see what we got here in the shop. And let's see. I don't need a sword. Mending, fortune efficiency 5, unbreaking 3. Oh, and there's 2 of them there. Alright, 15 diamonds each. You know what? It's pricey. It really is. But I want them. Because with 3 pickaxes like this, all fully repaired, I would be able to do a rather long mining session. So, I need to do one more. Okay. $15 diamonds apiece. 1 sale. Okay, great. Now I can do some much longer mining sessions without go a lot longer between the times when I need to go back and do some repairs on my pickaxes. And that way my mining sessions can be a lot longer. That's something I've been wanting to do a lot more of lately. I was out mining for about 3 or 4 hours yesterday, and all was fine until my pickaxe got down to the point where I needed to repair it, because mending does a lot towards extending the life of a pickaxe, but it does reach a point eventually where you need to stop and go get the whole thing repaired all the way up and whatnot. And this way, I get 3 pickaxes worth of this going on. So that sounds great to me. Alright, now, these guys. We've got a contingent heading over there into Green District. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, so to speak, the main contingent continues to follow the pathway. They hear the sounds of zombies along the way, but they're not really all that concerned about them. These guys don't seem to care about zombies or skeletons. I don't think they're probably very thrilled about creepers, but who is? But they proceed along, following the pathway. Part of what they're doing is they're heading to this giant crystalline structure, and some of them, a couple of them, head in here. They even managed to operate the doorway thing. And they head up here. They're a little skittish about this part because they're not very good with ladders. But they come in to look around, noting with interest that this grand structure has very little in it. And they wonder at the significance of that. but not too much. Because like I said, they're not really good ladders, so not very many of them. Why do I always have trouble doing this? This is ridiculous. But anyway, like I said, they're not very good ladders, and no way are they going to attempt that, because it doesn't look like anything they could come back up from. In the meanwhile, the rest of the group, following the path, notice that it branches off here. To a rather steep stairway. And that stairway heads down here to what looks like a home of one of the natives. And of course, these curious yet very gaunt souls, or whatever they are, from another world, proceed down here to take a look. In one area, they spot what appears to be someone's home, but it seems to be rather incomplete. Meanwhile, heading over this way, from here, they can see that there's more to the place. No telling what's where. And of course, somebody has to get involved. You lose, creeper. They continue to proceed with caution because creepers are no fun for anyone. Skeletons aren't exactly a party. Yeah. In any event, they're looking around and they don't see an entrance to the structure, except perhaps up this way. It looks like there's something here of an opening at least, even if it's not actually an entrance. And naturally, they have to have a look, because that's what they're here for, is to look around, to examine. Oh, there was an entrance over here and they didn't even notice it. Well, nobody said they were the most observant. Oh, excuse me for the funky noises. There's more than a little bit of upset stomach going on these days. Anyway, they come in and explore, and it's strange how this area looks almost tropical or jungle-like inside, with all this greenery in here embedded in the walls. They are, of course, curious. However, seeing the trapdoors, the pressure pads at the doors. They elect not to investigate farther, simply because, hey, that could be hazardous. You never know what's going to happen when you step on a pressure pad. And so, meanwhile, back up at the main pathway, which is decidedly difficult to get back to. This is a most annoying path. Sorry, Ren, but it is. Anyway, back on the main path, our intrepid explorers from another dimension continue their exploration, following the path, noticing another structure off to the side of the path. Complete with at least one creeper. And again, as before, a few of them branch off to check out the place and find themselves ducking creepers on their way into Zul'jin's place. However, seeing that creepers aren't very smart, they do manage to win the day and find themselves entering the Z-Man's home to have a look around. They find that the interesting architecture is met with an equally curious and quite vacant interior, mostly lacking in furnishings, except up here on the second floor, where it is obvious that one's creature comforts do come first. And of course, all of the various and sundry necessities of life. Having satisfied their curiosity in that regard, the remainder of the group continues to head down the main pathway, or what appears to be the main pathway at least. And they're heading up here, on their way into the White District. Of course, they don't know that it's called that, but they pass by this rather large truck parked in the way. It's funny, I don't see a parking zone indicated anywhere. I hope that Scar doesn't get a ticket for parking there. But the group continues. They're headed north, or no, excuse me, south. Moving into the White District to continue their exploration. In spite of nosy Budinsky zombies, our strange little invaders big square orange heads and not much else, are determinedly moving onward into the White District. They take note of, but do not make use of the portal. Having had their own experience with portals, they're not going to mess with one that they don't know about, how it works or anything like that. They do notice, that there are portals here, and that this civilization does make use of portals, but they're not anything like the portals they're familiar with. And so, we leave now, as they prepare to examine what appears to be the heart of the mesa in the White District. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.